Hi, I'm Ken Bianco Jr. and welcome to TrainWorldTV. Today we have a very special episode. We have Jon Meador from PIKO America stopping by TrainLand today.
Yay!
How you doing, John?
I'm almost as excited as you guys.
It's great to have you here today. And I think it was probably like 10 years ago we were standing in the same exact spot with you and Renee
yes.
and my father as well. And we were
all
talking,
wearing crazy glasses.
All crazy glasses, talking about your new G-Scale venture, getting into G-Scale, and you've become a titan in G-Scale. And now you're also expanding into other lines, HO scale, N scale. So PIKO has really grown over the past decade to become really a model railroad train empire titan in the industry.
That would make Renee happy to hear that.
Yes.
Well, PIKO is the second largest model train manufacturer in Germany. So
Wow.
People don't realize. I mean, the HO catalog's like an encyclopedia. So besides the G-scale catalog, that you got the latest in here. So
and most of that HO is European stuff, but now you're hitting the American market.
But we have started finally. People have been asking for years. So it's finally coming, HO and in scale in American style trains. So we got some interesting prototypes that nobody else is doing too. So.
That is true. And Jonathan actually was hopping over to Germany and stopped off JFK, and he didn't want to wait there. I don't know why, but he said TrainLand's a better place. But we have some great 2024 brand new products that you wanted to kind of go over and talk about to the customers out there on TrainWorldTV.
Yeah.
Wait, Jonathan, did you fly here or drive here?
I just flew in, and boy, are my arms tired.
All right, because it looks like you got a car key in your hand. What is that?
Everybody wants the remote. This is the remote for our G-scale loco here. So,
Excellent.
So good question. Yeah. So we can get right down to it.
Let's start it off with G-scale.
Okay. The Union Pacific paint scheme that you see here is not actually a brand new item. It's recent.
Okay.
But it's kind of a stand-in for a couple of new paint schemes that are coming in the 25-ton diesel.
Cool.
And this is unique in the industry. It comes from the factory, all set up for battery RC operation. You don't have to do anything or convert anything. It's completely battery powered. You can run it across the floor, the track, dirty track, doesn't matter. The front hood opens up. You have a little battery clip there that takes 6 AAA batteries. There are some really high capacity ones available now, lithium ones, that will give you really excellent run time. That just pops in there. The front cover of the hood snaps back on. There's a switch right here under the cab, and we switch that on, and you can see it starts up even not on the track.
That's pretty loud.
And it's got good sound volume. The sound was developed in conjunction with TCS, and we both learned a lot to make this work with the RC. It's a digital sound system, but it works on battery RC power.
And why is that important in G-scale? Because you hear G-scale, battery. How can I get it battery? Why is it so important?
Well, folks don't see right now, but it's a lovely rainy New York day outside, and we can go outside and run this train in the rain. The train will handle it even if you don't want to be out there.
Okay.
But outdoors, cleaning track is a constant effort to keep the track clean and things running smoothly. So a lot of people are going to battery power because the battery technology has improved so much.
Right.
It's more and more practical. But in every other case, you've got to convert a loco. You've got to do something, and there are different. The engine shut down finally because we were sitting here, not doing anything. But this is unique. You can take it out of the box, pop the batteries in, and you're running trains. So whether your track's clean or not. It's a great little loco for switching around a few cars.
And you don't have to eliminate your electric powered train.
No.
You just don't turn on your power.
You can have your power on or off. It doesn't matter. Yeah, this can run on the track with track powered locos on a digital track. Doesn't matter. It's completely isolated from the track. And because of that, we put traction tires on all 4 wheels because they're not picking up power. So that gives it extra pulling power for a little loco.
Wow.
It was interesting what you said, that you don't have to clean your track. It'll just run on it. Wow.
I mean, if you'd like to see, it will run on the counter here.
Whoa! Very cool.
Yes.
That's wild.
So you kind of didn't need to set up track for this.
It's almost like a Tesla. what do they call it? The autonomous driving, self-driving train.
You do still have to drive it yourself, but you get a little remote to do that. And we can also, what everybody wants to do is ring the bell and blow the horn. So we can do that. Get our bell going, and the horn is completely playable. So you can blow the two longs, a short and a long for the grade crossing, as long as you push that little button.
Very impressed.
And the bell stays on until you press it again, because usually you turn that on when you're pulling out of the station, moving slow. So it's a great option. And there are several paint schemes already available. A couple of them are sold out and sold through. The 25 tonner we've had in a lot of different versions. We've got the clean machine that's also radio controlled. It cleans your track for those who are still running track power.
That has been one of the best sellers we got.
The best selling locomotive in our G-scale line.
Effortless track cleaning.
Yeah, turn it on, let it run around. It's got little shoes that scrape the rails clean.
Beautiful stuff.
Yep.
Again, this is in G-scale. We carry the whole line of PIKO G-scale items, and you can check the paint schemes on TrainWorld.com. We have more available, so check that out. Now, also from G-scale, you've also been diving into HO scale.
Yes, we have.
We
have.
So let's get tuned up for that. Hold on.
Okay.
Now, John, these units came in and they've been flying out. And they're already sold out at PIKO America. We have a few remaining left, and probably by the time this video airs, we may even be sold out completely.
Yes.
It has been a tremendous hit. People are really into this. It's totally unique, something different that people really don't have on their layouts ever before. So it's really neat and a beautiful looking engine. Hopefully you make some more, or maybe a different paint scheme, but maybe in the future. But these have turned out beautiful, and there's really not many left remaining on dealer shelves. So grab them while you can.
Absolutely.
And let's hear this engine. Let's start it up.
Okay. Another really cool thing about this loco is all the lighting features. You notice that the lights went out there as we changed directions. The number boards, okay, we'll start from nothing on and then cycle through. First the indicator boards, on, as they're called on Southern Pacific, not number boards. Then the class lights. You can have white lights or green lights if it's an extra train. This is our second section. And then if you're going in reverse, you can have the red lights. It's called a gyro light, not a Mars light. There are two different brands. This is a gyro light, so you get that simulating the sweeping pattern of the gyro light. We've got lights in the cab, we've got lights on the control stand, we've got lights in the engine compartment, a reversing light that's directional, so all kinds of lights. And Renee would have my hide if I did not mention the hours that go into the assembly of this loco. And some of these details you actually have to almost feel them, instead of, for me they're almost too small to see.
Wow.
You got good young eyes, you can see. He's made it known to me the 89 metal detail parts.
Wow.
Besides the screens on the grills, metal handrails, metal sunshades, but all these little lifting hooks, and the KMs were built with sections of the hood that could be lifted off by a crane in the shops. So they had hooks and rings to lift those sections up. Of course, the fans If you blow on those, you'll see them spin freely.
Oh, wow.
Nobody's made fans that look this incredibly real.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's when you start thinking about 89 parts and you figure out that each one of them has to be put on by hand. You see hours of assembly on this loco.
Yeah.
So it's not they're not just ka-chunk, 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 spitting them out. This is hours of handwork, very high precision work.
Very nice. Well, you guys did so nice on this. You had to do another engine in N scale now.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Okay.
All right. The KM is great. Excellent. Now let's bring it to N scale now.
Okay. And we'll keep this here just to show you the contrast in sizes. The Wickham is a small loco in any scale, and we did them in HO scale, and they were popular there. The Wickhams were built by the Wickham Locomotive Company in World War II, and they served in Europe. And after that was over, some of them stayed there, especially a lot of the railroads in the Netherlands. Took those as regular locomotives. And that's actually who requested this loco from PIKO, was people in the Netherlands. And of course in N-scale, electrical contact and pulling power are big issues. So we made the loco all out of die-cast metal for extra pulling power, weight, and traction, and better tracking and better contact. It's pushing down on the rails better. It's got a unique drive. Unless you actually turned it upside down and started looking at it, you probably wouldn't even know. You'd just say, wow, this is a great running loco and it pulls great.
Right.
It actually only drives one truck and the other truck picks up electrical power, but it works.
Okay, interesting.
Before you knock it, this is not the 1960s with a little motor over the truck and a slot car motor. No, this is a precision model, and you'll be impressed.
Beautiful.
And it's got cool lighting features too. The headlight, I don't know if you can actually see those. We'll have to get a close up of that. But the red marker lights, those are not even a 1/16 of an inch, and those are lighted and they're directional.
So let's hear the sounds, John.
Okay, let's get the motor started up. First one motor starting up. And then the second motor starting up.
Oh, cool.
The motor manufacturer was Buda, B-U-D-A, and their engines had a real, people call it a chortle. It's a very unique sound. It doesn't sound like anything else on the rails.
Wow. Smooth. Yeah.
Smooth, and that's a lot of sound volume out of an N-scale loco.
Yeah, very loud.
I've seen a lot of HO locos that do not have that sound volume.
Yeah. Very cool. Beautiful.
Yes. So, first of maybe many more things to come in N-scale from PIKO as far as American trains. Literally, our HO catalog is like 400 and some pages.
Wow.
All European up to this point. Our N-scale catalog is also growing, and up to this point, all European. There's more in the works. So
Very neat.
yes. And one quick thing I should point out: this is also brand new. It's the new PIKO Smart Control Wland. It's a funky name, I know. Wireless Local Area Network. In other words, it's wireless, and it creates its own little network with the SmartBox central station. Great digital system for HO and N-scale. Actually, we'll run G-scale if we had a track-powered loco here. But there's nothing else in the market in an entry-level DCC system with color screen, of course the wireless, and it's a full-featured DCC system. A neat feature of this for PIKO locos and other manufacturers as they get on board, this has Railcom Plus technology, which is something you haven't heard much about in America, but it's a great technology where the loco actually talks back to the system. So you don't have to immediately change the address when you put a second loco on the track. It identifies itself to the system, and says new loco found. Do you want to run this loco? Something like that.
Well, John, I want to thank you so much for coming out today. I mean, G-Scale, HO, N-Scale, PIKO is doing it all in America now.
Yes.
So I really appreciate you stopping by and showing the fans out there what PIKO has to offer, and many more to come. So make sure you keep on checking. I'm sure this is not the last HO N-Scale product. There should be some more exciting announcements on the way. So make sure you check out TrainWorld.com. We carry the full line of PIKO American items, and this is a great start for HO, N-Scale, and many more to come. And our G-Scale line, the PIKO G-Scale line, has grown tremendously. So you guys are doing a great job, and we really appreciate you taking the time to stop over from Germany in the middle of everything. Yep. So we really appreciate you stopping by today.
Thank you.
You could get all your PIKO products at TrainWorld.com. Thanks for joining.